everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make your own DIY geode coasters. These turn out great and are awesome for older kids who are looking for more complex craft. Let's get started. You will need Plaster of Paris, water, a measuring spoon, a mixing bowl, paint, Play-Doh or modeling clay, and paintbrushes. To get started, you'll want to create a mold for your plaster out of Play-Doh. What you'll want to do is flatten out your Play-Doh and build up the sides to create depth. You'll also want to make sure that the inside of your mold is as flat as you can make it so the coaster can be more sturdy. This is what mine looks like. Once you're done making your mold, it's time to mix your plaster. Follow the instructions on how to properly mix your plaster. Mine called for 2 parts Plaster of Paris and 1 part water. You're going to take your spoon and measure out the proper measurements into your mixing bowl. I recommend adding a little bit more water than what is required to make it easier to spread into your mold. The extra water won't affect the final product, but it may take a little longer to dry. When you're done mixing, you can pour it into your mold. Give the mold a couple taps on your table to eliminate any air bubbles that may be trapped. Put that aside to let dry. When it is dry, you can remove it from your mold. I have a coaster that I did earlier that is already dry and ready to paint. I recommend looking for an image to reference when you're ready to paint so you have some inspiration. Today, I will be painting a purple geode. You will want to stay in the color family you have chosen to make it more realistic. However, regardless of your color choice, having black and white paint to mix and a metallic paint like silver or gold on hand is important. You're going to paint your coaster in layers. The first layer that you will want to paint is the base. Start in the center with your lightest color and work your way out by mixing in darker colors. It does not have to be perfect right now. We're going to add more details onto it later to make it look better. When your base is dry, you can start to add more details. Take a thin paintbrush and start to paint thin lines around the center and extend them out. A technique that I like to use is adding excess paint and marbling them together. To me, this makes the coaster look more realistic and unique. You can also add gold paint on top to help contrast your other colors. To make the gold less strong, mix it with a little bit of water. Once your paint is dry on the top side, you can paint the bottom with gold paint. This step really accents the geode design and makes your colors pop. You may need to give the back a couple coats to make sure the gold paint is opaque. The final step that really completes this craft is taking your gold paint and going around the outer edge of the coasters on the geode side. This step is important to make these coasters look more realistic, and I think it brings everything together. Let the paint dry and you're finished. I love the way these coasters turned out and I think they look fantastic. Experiment with different colors and molds to make unique creations every time. These are great to use as decorations or give them out to your friends and family as gifts. We hope you enjoyed this video and make sure you check out our other videos on this channel. Bye!